Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to Double Header at Ash Talks Football. Hope you're doing well. Man City Tottenham game. आप लोग अगर लाइव वॉच अलोंग चेकआउट नहीं किए तो डेफिनेटली डू चेकआउट. What a match by Spurs, by what a performance by Spurs. उस पर भी बात करेंगे. We'll also talk about the Man United transfer window. बहुत कुछ news चल रहा है. Senne Lammens is in the news. Antony is also in the news. ठीक है. Garnacho का सेल क्या होने वाला है? We have no idea. Rasmus Højlund to Napoli क्या होने वाला है? We have absolutely no idea. This is what we're going to discuss about today in the stream. Hope you guys join. Hope you enjoy the stream as well. Dhruv is here. Thank you so much for joining, bhai. Thank you so much. Krishanu is here, bhai. Thank you so much. Appreciate you joined. आज तो मजा आएगा. Yeah, man. Absolutely. And we'll talk about the Arsenal game as well. Ki what is going to be the future of this game? क्या होने वाला है in Arsenal versus Leeds? Top. It is going to be a tough game for Arsenal. Like Leeds is a decent side in my opinion, and we'll see. We'll discuss about it as well. आज तो और मजा आएगा. I know exactly. If Leeds somehow produces an upset today, Leeds, right? And they might actually, because Arsenal did not look the billing against United, but you know what? Their defense survived. Their defense definitely survived, and I've mentioned this in my other video as well. Ki you have to appreciate that Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, they all grinded the result out, and that was important. And when Arsenal will look at that transfer, like that whole period at the end of the season, they would absolutely understand that what the value of that defensive performance was. So Arsenal Leeds is going to be very interesting as well. But let's talk about Spurs as well, and let's talk about the Man United transfer window as well. It's going to be very important that we discuss those topics as well. I know a lot of people haven't joined yet. They will definitely join soon. Yeah, so we need to discuss about few topics today. Like, so now with Fabrizio, I'm going to share my screen quickly. Okay, so I'll share my screen and then we'll go to Twitter. Okay, Twitter पे जाएंगे, बात करेंगे Twitter में about what's going on in the transfer market for Man United, right? So ये news आई है, right? This news is here right now. Fabrizio ने 7 hours before he definitely posted this, right? What he's saying: Real Betis are working on a deal to sign Antony from Manchester United. Okay, talks are ongoing to agree terms and try to get green light on the deal structure. मेरा इसमें हमेशा ये पॉइंट रहा कि I don't think so Real Betis has the funds to actually go for this deal, right? They don't have the funds to go for this deal. Now, will Man United sanction another loan deal for Antony? I don't think so. I think Man United has had enough to tell you that, okay, 35 million, take it or leave it at this point. If they're going for another loan deal, it's not going to help us. Rather, I would and let me know what you think in the comments when you look at this video later as well, right? In my opinion, Antony should be kept in the squad if we are not able to sell him, and he'll be welcomed into the squad. I don't mind that if Antony comes back into the team, he starts playing, I'm fine with it, because that player was actually the one that actually went out on loan and proven himself at Real Betis. And there's no toxic news going on around him as well. So he's keeping quiet till the deal is done. And if it's not done, it's fine as well, which is all okay. So I'll check the chats as well. काफी लोग chat में भी आए हैं. Thank you so much. Rupesh, yes, thank you so much, bhai. What the hell was that match, man? Absolutely, bhai. Nikhil, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you joined, man. Yeah, man, absolutely fantastic, bhai. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, we have to appreciate what Spurs did tonight. What an absolutely fantastic top class performance. मैंने अभी रील भी बनाई उस बारे में. मैंने वही mention किया, right? I mentioned this straight away. That if you go and play against the top teams, you have to be compact. And that's what exactly Spurs did. You be compact. That's what I think United did as well last season when we played against City away as well. So absolutely fair, man. Absolutely, definitely. Aniket is here. Hello, hello. हम लोग एंटनी के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. Let me know what you think of this whole Antony situation as well. Ritin is here. Thank you so much, भाई. Ritin, for joining. Really appreciate. Everyone, please like, share, subscribe. 700 हो जाना चाहिए stream end पर. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. अगर watching अच्छी आई तो आज definitely I know people are busy watching games as well. It's okay. पर हमारी streams नहीं रुकनी चाहिए. 700 हो जाएगा आज. Hopefully 10 more subscribers to go. 1000 hopefully by the end of next month. I'm really expecting it. But tomorrow it's gonna be an insane live watch along, bhai. Tomorrow it's gonna be. Tomorrow it will be high on football on Ashtalks Football, and also Dhruv views bhi aane wale hain on my channel. Tomorrow it's gonna be an absolutely epic watch along. Man United versus Fulham. स्पर्स की बातें करेंगे. स्पर्स से उत्कर्ष आने वाला है. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग द स्ट्रीम एंड कम ऑन यू स्पर्स ऐश भाई. एब्सोल्युटली सी यू टुमारो भाई. कल बैंटर करेंगे. असली बैंटर कल होगा. होगा कल लाइव स्ट्रीम में डेफिनेटली. आई डोंट वांट हिम इन द स्क्वाड. इज ऑलरेडी सोल्ड if he isn't that stubborn to join Betis. Yeah, he's already sold if he's that is. Yeah, my opinion is agar if we are not able to sell him, right, I won't mind him over Garnacho and Sancho in the squad. You know, the fact that we still have January transfer window to sell him as well. Plus मेरा POV इसमें है कि we might need more players on the right as well from a left sided player POV as well. So मेरा वो point है, right? So मैं तो टूट गया यार रुपेश. It was a terrible performance by Man City. Absolutely terrible performance. I did not expect this. Like, neither Reinders, neither Cherky, neither Haaland, Marmoush was looking absolutely out of sorts. It was a poor performance. Like, there was no sync. I think Pep got a big reality check today, in my opinion, for sure. Swam is here, bhai. Thank you so much. Hi, thanks for joining, bhai. Palini was absolute tank. He is a tank. He has proven himself in the Premier League, na, Utkarsh. He has proven himself in the Premier League, and people don't realize. I mean, his time away at Bayern, he obviously did not get much chances, but he had an absolute fantastic game. So I don't know if Spurs, what the deal is. Is it an obligation to buy or is it an option to buy at 25 million? Do let me know. If it's an obligation to buy, then absolutely Spurs should go all out, man. Absolutely go all out. A Spurs manager starting the season with great wins, he has seen this before. Fair. I think Spurs definitely has a good start usually. Like commented on the reel for better reach. Yes, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking the reel. 16 people watching, guys. Like the stream. We're gonna talk about all the transfer windows, and do let me know your ratings of what Man United's transfer window went. We're also gonna discuss. So तीन चीजें बात करेंगे आज, right? We'll talk about rate the United's transfer window as well. We'll talk about the Chelsea game. थोड़ा सा बात करते हैं. I think we missed out talking about that during the watch along. And स्पर्स वाली मैच की वॉच अलॉन्ग करेंगे, मतलब डिस्कस करेंगे वो वॉच अलॉन्ग के बारे में. प्लस विल आल्सो डिस्कस व्हाट पेप एक्चुअली डिड रॉन्ग इन दैट गेम. आल्सो विल टेक अ लुक एट द आर्सेनल लीड्स गेम एज वेल. बट मोस्टली ट्रांसफर विंडो के में बात ही होगी आज. बॉम्ब स्क्वाड का क्या अपडेट है आपका? सुना है सैंचो घर बैठकर पैसा कमाना चाहता है. एब्सोल्युटली, इट इज व्हाट इट इज. द बिगेस्ट स्नेक दैट वी एवर हैड इन दिस, the biggest snake that we have ever had in Man United. He's I think, in my opinion, a bigger snake than आपके क्या हो गया? Logo, wait, hold on. Let me fix my layout a bit. Right? Yes, let's go. Chalo. Fire. Absolutely. Yeah. So my opinion on the bomb squad is that they just want to earn money. They don't want to play football, bhai. Sancho does not even want to get a World Cup selection. It's a prime World Cup time. He had a decent season at Chelsea, nahi, but usko karna hi nahi hai wo, right? He doesn't want to do that. Garnacho does not want to play football. There's World Cup coming. These egoistic maniacs, we exactly need to wash out from the squad here at this point. And absolutely, we are doing the right thing. तुमको पहले से बोला गया है कि तुम लोग अपना अपना क्लब देख लो. You're not gonna play in this team. तुमको ऑफर्स आ रहे हैं. You're getting insane amount of offers from so many clubs, but you're still like not going to any club to play football. So basically, these players, for them, football is not a priority for them. They just want to earn money. But I understand they're from a professional POV, they are trying to satisfy the contract that they have and just sticking to it, which is fair enough. But I think I think times have changed where it's not football. It's not about football anymore. It's about contracts and stuff. So it is what it is. Bhai. We'll talk about it. Antony is the one I prefer. That agar wo sell nahi hua, to I won't mind him in the squad at this point. Marmoush was utterly horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. He did not look sharp at all. Bhai. Absolutely not. Option to buy. So let me know, like, if you really think that after this Palinia's performance, you would, and again, the whole season, 1 year older Palinia again, would you flush out 25 million for Palinia in the squad? I think you should, right? He's Premier League proven and he can actually give you that bright balance in the midfield of experience. And because you have Sar as well, you can have injuries in the midfield, but also he can be mentor to Bergwall and Gray, Archie Gray as well. So yeah, midfield looks pretty sorted, man, from Spurs POV. The player we are not sold because they are not taking things for granted. I'm talking about the players here. Antony had Como, Garna had Bayern, Sancho had Chelsea, but this motherfucker thought that they can harass us. Absolutely. I don't think so. Antony is harassing us at this point. I definitely feel that Antony is waiting for the right deal. Like, not many clubs actually went for and actually put us a proper bid. I think he is still looking for that Real Betis. I think Real Betis, he had a good connection there. But Real Betis, they prioritize other signings. That what irks me. Like, if Antony gave Real Betis so much visibility in terms of world football in La Liga, right? He was one of the faces of La Liga. By the La Liga ka streaming was on top tier because of Antony. Why they did not exactly seal the deal? Because Antony was the most important player for them that actually helped them go to the finals of the Conference League as well and finish sixth in the La Liga. And that I don't understand how that exactly worked. But yeah, it is what it is. Fire first ACZia. Thank you so much, bhai. Hope you like the stream. 690 subscribers, 10 more to go. Hopefully 700 ho jaye. I'm good. I was not well, but I'm coming back to streams. I'll take some rest as well. But because tomorrow is a big day for the channel again. Man United watch alongs are always big, and on Ash Talks Football, 2 guests are also coming. We'll have a lot of fun. Ishan is here. Thank you so much, Ishan, for joining. We need a CM as well, but the way we are going, it might not happen. See, Aniket, I have already accepted this, that we are actually not going to sign anyone till the end of the window, apart from Senne Lammens. That's the only signing we are making, unless I know Indy and Indy Kalia had actually posted a news that Al Ittihad is working on a deal for Casemiro. Maybe this news is true, maybe it's not. Ideally, मैं सीजन के शुरू से बोल रहा हूँ कि I think we should be looking at selling Casemiro to Saudi and use that money to get a modern midfielder. If this still happens, I don't know if 7 or 8 days is still enough to secure a transfer. In my opinion, we might just overpay for some players. Agu में होगा कि नहीं? Hackney hasn't signed for any other clubs. He's also maybe wishing that kabhi Man United might come and put a bid on him as well. So it's going to be very interesting, bhai. But I know we need a CM, but realistically, I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Assalamu alaikum, bhai. Thank you so much. By the way, question: would you take a midfielder from City and which, except Rodri? Honestly, there's an underutilized player in Man City which is pretty good and underrated and has played in Sporting before. It's called Mathues Nunes. It is a good player. It's a very good player, Mathues Nunes. Maybe underutilized, and he has actually performed in Sporting before as well. So that's a good midfielder I would definitely take from the City player midfield. But if you from a quality POV bolna chahoge, of course it's Reinders, bhai. Of course it's Tijani Reinders. Like, I'm a big Tijani Reinders fanboy, bhai. So obviously that's the midfielder, not realistically, but wish-wise I would take. But realistically, I think Mathues Nunes is someone that is underutilized in City, in my opinion. But chat, आप लोग बताओ, what do you think? Ilanga was better than Sancho. क्या कहता है? Absolutely, भाई. Professionalism के मामले में, right? Player growth के मामले में, right? This guy absolutely went and performed at Nottingham Forest and nailed his place, and also secured a fantastic, well-deserved transfer to Newcastle. Right? Absolutely well-deserved transfer to Newcastle. That is absolutely crystal clear for me. So Sancho's professionalism is one of the worst I've seen. Right? You did not even play preseason. You did not play. You had the right opportunities to go and play in Syria as well. Have a good season. Stamp your authority. Ke dekh, मैंने perform किया है. Select me for England squad, Thomas Tuchel. But he did not do it. So it is what it is, bhai. But yeah, City has improved, but they haven't fixed their defense. Absolutely. Last season, their defense is looking so so faulty. I think they lack concentration in the whole 90 minutes. You know, the defense will be very compact. They're nice. They're well controlled till the 65th to 70th minute, but then they absolutely capitulate after out of nowhere. Right. This is where they need to improve. They need more athletic players actually right now. That's what I feel. I think John Stones and Diaz will do well. But I think with Ait Nouri's injury, I think it's going to be Guardiola coming back when he comes back from injury. But Nathan Ake at left back looks sus, man. Yeah, man. I think we should keep Antony as a backup or a potential amazing right wing back. That's why. See, that's why I'm saying that. Agar from the bomb squad, right? If only if I would prefer that Antony should be integrated into a squad, the rest should absolutely train elsewhere with the under 23s or completely away from the first team. Antony ko lana chahiye. Antony proven himself in the loan deal and actually worked hard for it. Yes, he wants a deal elsewhere, but I think knowing Amarim, he would respect professionalism more than that, in my opinion. But on the hindsight, actually, Antony should have also made him available for the preseason as well to keep himself fit. That's what a lot of players are not doing right now. Keep yourselves fit now. Keep yourselves match fit so that someone transfers you. You absolutely go and fire all cylinders right away because you have that sharpness, right? चलो कॉफी पिया जाए आज सेकंड कॉफी है दिन का राइट सुबह 7 बजे उठ के वॉच अलोंग हुआ था गाइस it was a successful rival watch along. Burnley and Brentford leading against Sunderland and Villa. फेयर है ना भाई मेरे पास राइनिल्डो था बेंच में लास्ट वीक सो ही गॉट 6 पॉइंट्स तो मैंने उसको इस बार स्टार्टिंग 11 में रखा था बट आई थिंक बर्नली इज डूइंग वेल it's going to be a good fight in the relegation battle in my opinion बहुत क्लोज होने वाला है Brentford is very surprisingly doing well. Real Betis can't afford him. Yeah, man. They absolutely cannot afford him. There's no way. That's why you know Swam I don't see this deal happening at this point because they've already spent money. Real Betis on many players. I don't know. Like I need to check their whole list of signings, but they definitely signed Rodriguez. I think right. So I think they signed wingers as well. So now why would they want Antony as well? But I think Isco's injury right now is actually might be influencing Pellegrini to actually go for Antony. So we'll see, man. They won't make Antony their most expensive signing. I know, but Antony 35 million में आ ही जाएगा. Is 35 million their most expensive signing? Swam? Let's see, man. लाइक कर दो स्ट्रीम गाइज इफ यू हैव नॉट लाइक द स्ट्रीम 16 लाइक्स ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं आज और लाइक्स भी होने चाहिए थैंक यू सो मच लाइक द स्ट्रीम गाइज इफ पीपल आर वाचिंग राइट नाउ भैया क्लब सेंड बिड्स व्हेन एंटनी gave them some encouragement but he did not then why will they send any verbal bid fair enough भाई fair enough that's also fair enough आज फीलिंग आ रही है कि आर्सेनल भी पॉइंट्स ड्रॉप करेगी glad for this comment I'm actually I won't be surprised if actually Leeds goes and actually churns out a draw from this game 1-1 or even a 2-2 because at least the Arsenal's attack looked out of sync but knowing Arteta and Arsenal they're playing at Emirates right so that provides a big factor and in my opinion I think they're gonna have a very comfortable game because their defense is pretty strong. I don't see Leeds scoring against Arsenal in this game. I think we will see better football from Arsenal in the game. I think Zubimendi will be even more involved in the game. We'll have Saka more involved in the game. I don't think so. Leeds is going to play in the aggressive. Leeds will sit back as well, try to defend, play on the low block as well. So it's going to be an interesting game, but it's going to be a long game for Arsenal, in my opinion. But if they score 2 goals in the first half, I think it's cake after that. It's absolute cake. अरे आपके चैनल पे सुपर चैट का ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं आ रहा है अरे थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस कमेंट बिकॉज वी हैवंट मोनेटाइज्ड येट मोनेटाइज जल्दी हो जाएगा very soon we're going to complete the watch hours it's a very fairly new channel guys so people who are watching new right now it's a fairly new channel 2 महीने 2-2.5 महीने हुए 3 महीने हुए हैं हार्डली तो उसमें वॉच आवर्स अगर कंप्लीट हो जाएंगे सी रोज स्ट्रीम करता तो हो जाते पर रोज स्ट्रीम कर नहीं पाता हूं मैं राइट बिकॉज ऑफ माई जॉब एंड एवरीथिंग राइट रोज अगर स्ट्रीम होता तो हो जाता अभी तक बट आई थिंक इट्स सून गोना हैपन आई थिंक वी गॉट रियली गुड वॉचिंग इन दिस चैनल सो होपफुली हो जाए इंडी काइला 100 जगह तीर मारता है 2-3 सही निकल जाते हैं आई थिंक वही होने वाला है दीज आर अपकमिंग ट्रांसफर एक्सपर्ट्स तो उनको भी टाइम लगेगा टू स्टैम्प द अथॉरिटी बट दे वर वेरी वेरी एक्यूरेट ऑन बलीबा अप्रोच सो आई वुड गिव इट टू देम एंड दे यूजुअली आर वेरी एक्यूरेट फॉर लिवरपूल ट्रांसफर्स तो मैं उस पे डेफिनेटली I'll डेफिनेटली वाउच फॉर देम इन दैट केस Did you have fever? And if you have very bad, throw some lemon juice and honey. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I was not doing that well. I was also tired and all. So, obviously, throat thoda sa kharab hai, but I'll get better. I'll get better for tomorrow's watch along because it's gonna be epic. Bhai. I'm so excited to watch United tomorrow. Kushagra is here. Thank you so much, bhai. Kushagra. Jojo join kiyo, bhai. Like kar do stream. If people are joining in, right? Like the stream, guys. Everyone. Thoughts on Elanga and Phil Foden on the wings of England? England के लिए Phil Foden. The thing is, I rate Phil Foden a lot, a really lot high. But the thing is, he needs to prove himself in terms of consistency right now. Last season he was very poor. This season, today, he absolutely looked out of sorts. I think he's rushing himself too much to play in the starting 11 or coming from the bench. I don't think so. He's fit enough. I think he needs to get back his fitness even more to actually start performing. He looks a little bit out of sorts, I think. But Ilanga will be a great Ilanga on the wings of England. But Ilanga is a Swedish guy, bhai. Siam. Ilanga is from Sweden. Ilanga will not play for England. And the bad thing that happened from the last game from us is Ugarte criticism going overboard. To be honest, he had a bad game, but can happen. Exactly, exactly. We have to be patient with Ugarte. We have to understand that Ugarte will be a great asset. He was one of the informed players in the second half of the season for Man United. So people have to be a little patient. They also have to understand that Ugarte needs a right pivot support as well, which I think Man United is still working on. I wish Baliba Ajata, though, that would have been absolutely perfect. And people saying that, oh, Casemiro produced a fantastic performance in that game. But the thing is, he cannot produce this week in, week out, every week, right? So definitely. And uh, now we're going to talk about the transfer window as well. एक signing पे rate करेंगे. What's your rating right now, right? We'll talk about it. Pep gonna need defense. I think Nico Schlotterbeck is that's a good signing. That's a good option. But Nico Schlotterbeck का क्या है ना, there's an injury scare with him, but he has a lot of mistakes also. Fantastic defender, fantastic on the ball, by the way, right? And he can actually work in an LCB role in most back three systems as well, right? Ah, garam garam coffee, nice. But yeah, that's my. I like Nico Schlotterbeck. Um, very good left foot, but he has a mistake in him. But you know what? I actually had suggested Nico Schlotterbeck for Chelsea. He works very well there. He and Cucurella can actually do well in that role. Diaz declined very much. He ain't even the top 10 Premier League centre back anymore. That's a wild take, bhai. That's a wild take. Chat bolo, what do you think? Chat bolo, what do you think? Right? Mystic is also here. Thank you so much. Random Discord is more active than chat at sometimes. या मैन मैंने वही बोला डिस्कॉर्ड पे वॉच अलोंग पे भाई डिस्कॉर्ड में सब चैट पे थे ठीक है वॉच अलोंग पे आया नहीं कोई बट इट्स फेयर भाई आई लाइक इट्स ओके इट्स देयर चॉइस टू कम एंड चूज एंड उनका चॉइस है भाई if they are free they are able to join here absolutely appreciate नहीं भी के तो absolutely fine भाई हम हमारे ही brothers हैं सब in Discord whatever works for them भाई but Diaz का take I won't agree भाई Diaz is still good enough in my opinion I think he did not have a proper partnership in the center back position for a long term. I think now when Stones is fit, right, he will feel much more comfortable. By the way, Stones and Diaz won City two Premier League titles with their partnership, right? So it's going to take time. In my opinion, they needed Livramento. Rico Lewis, he does not help this backline, in my opinion, right? Mystic is also here, by. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, Random Gaming. Hope you like the stream as well. सियाम बोल रहे हैं कि आई फील द पोटेंशियल सेलिंग प्लेयर यूनाइटेड हैव आर रासमस एंड गार्नाचो अब now Romano is putting so many news that there are talks happening with Chelsea. Is it really happening though? Right? But I think knowing Maresca, what he said yesterday after the game is he said that he only on the left he has Gittins and Tyrick George, right? So I think he's definitely looking at the option on the left because Nkunku is going to be sold or loaned out anyways. So I think this deal will happen, but it's getting complicated because I think of the transfer fee. I think United want more from what Chelsea is valuating. Chelsea is valuating only at 35 million. Really, for a 20-year-old who has good potential, I know. Let's keep his, off the pitch shenanigans, right? From a talent POV, right? From a talent POV only in my opinion, Garnacho is worth at least 45, 50 million, right? But Chelsea only valuating at 35. It's not fair, right? We won't sell for that low, right? What do you think will be the top scorer this season in Prem and also pure season सारे leagues मिला के the golden boot कौन होगा? Good question, right? Okay, golden boot scorer this season in the Premier League, I think it's going to be Salah again. But do not discredit Victor Gyökeres in that whole list. Do not do that. Why I'm saying, because once this Arsenal team starts clicking, right, I think Gyökeres will end up at least in the top 5. He will score. Last game he faltered because of the reason that the build-up play of Arsenal was very disjointed. वो reason था. It was not that Gyökeres was poor when he had the ball, but you need to understand that he did not perform due to the lack of support he had. Ilanga is Sweden. Exactly. मैंने वही बोला. Ilanga is not for England. I mean, Madueke is only a backup option for England. I know he starts in some of the games, in some of the qualifiers and stuff, but he's going to be a backup, man. There's no way it's happening. 30 million was their biggest signing in 1998-99. But they signed Jose Rodriguez or someone, right? But वो 25 million में गया, right? Wow. 30 million में. What was their signing, Swam? Which signing was it? Which signing was it? I want to know which signing in 1998-99 they paid 30 million during that time, right? 30 मिलियन उस टाइम पे फर्डिनैंड का उतना प्राइस गया था. रूनी आल्सो वेंट फॉर लाइक दैट एग्जैक्ट सेम अमाउंट आई थिंक ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड. आई थिंक 2000s में. बट 98 में 99, दैट्स मैसिव मैन. राशिद तो एम्बापे के साथ डिबेट में सडनली आ गया भाई. वी नो व्हाई. नो इंग्लिश बायस. या इंग्लिश मीडिया बायस इज ऑलवेज देयर. कैटलान बायस. ओके, फेयर राइट. क्या हो गया मेरे इसको? हाँ, okay, so I'll take more chats. I know, I feel Van Dijk falls off next season or this season prediction. Oh no, Van Dijk is not falling off. Van Dijk is Van Dijk. Van Dijk is a stalwart. Van Dijk has the experience, the the right mental attitude to perform, even if he knows that he might have dropped off in terms of pace and fitness, but he knows how to defend in the box. There's no way he's dropping off. His drop off might not be Liverpool not winning the league, but not Liverpool conceding so many goals. I think Liverpool's defense will be fine. Remember last season also, 4 to 5 games, Liverpool's defense was looking shaky, but they absolutely sorted it out. So I think it's going to be fine for Liverpool. City left back and right back are not Champions League level for me, and centre back also have. Absolutely bang on, bhai. Ait Nouri is a good left back, but is it Champions League level left back? No. Is Rico Lewis a decent right back? Maybe potential. Is he a Champions League level right back for you? No. And this is an absolute legit comment. Centre back, Akanji makes mistakes right now. Nathan Ake is sus right now. Guardiola is not fit. They only have Stones and Diaz. So for them, defensively surviving the whole season, it's going to be really tough, right? और चैट ले लेते हैं. काफी लोग आए हैं. थैंक यू सो मच. लाइक कर दो स्ट्रीम गाइस, एवरीवन, इफ यू हैव नॉट लाइक द स्ट्रीम. Diaz never been top. He's good enough center back, but his lack of space is always visible in his entire career. But he has never been that world class. He was world class in a phase, right? When City were dominating, and he was very good during that period. Leadership, tackles. I think one of the few players from Portuguese league that absolutely seamlessly integrated into the Premier League. Right? He and Bruno, I always tell them that these two Portuguese players, even Evan Nilsson to a certain extent, they completely seamlessly integrated into the Premier League. They did well. I know Diaz ka fall off. I have also talked about it before on many channels as well. But on the hindsight, I also realized that there are multiple reasons why Diaz failed recently at City as well. The biggest flaw in right back is somehow Guardiola. Nathan Ake still gives the defensive cover for them. But in my opinion, Guardiola is more of a centre back than a left back. He will do better in centre back, in my opinion. He primarily was a centre back. He was signed as a centre back, bhai, for Man City. I want City to face PSG or Barca in UCL group stage. The transition against this Man City team will leave at least 100 scratches on Pep's head. Absolutely. Today, it was absolutely evident that, that this City defense can be absolutely hit on the counter attack big time. They don't have the pace to really track back with good pacey wingers, and that's why I'm very excited for Man United. Very excited for Man United to go and play at the Etihad. After watching this, Amorim already has the blueprint on what he needs to do. Right? De Bruyne starts for Napoli. Big up, man. Big up, big up. What a player, bhai. Kevin De Bruyne is an absolute legend. 20-year-old with good potential who is also less. Absolutely, he's definitely one. I vote for Haaland as okay, fair. Haaland will definitely finish 20 plus goals. Definitely, he does that. But yeah, man, he is what he does. Absolutely. I love Guardiola and Stone's centre back partnership. Let's see. I had City winning Premier League. They disappointed me. Yeah. This centre back pairing I like as well. Now they need the support as well. I vote for Thala to win Golden Boot. Fair, bhai. Fair. Imagine, bhai, Sesko wins it. No, it's not gonna happen. Come on, no. Denilson, okay, 98, 99, but Denilson was the one. Okay, fair enough, bhai, fair enough. Chats for lenge, and then we'll come back to the topic and we'll talk about the transfers as well for United. Let's talk about Senne Lammens as well. In a couple of in a bit as well. For Van de Ven will be the most surprising centre back this season. I agree, but if he stays fit, I agree. But if he stays fit, अगर fit नहीं रहा ना, तो उसका कोई चक्कर नहीं है. But I definitely feel कि since Ange is not there in Spurs anymore, it is Thomas Frank. Spurs will play a much more controlled pressing game this season, and we will see less injuries this season. That's why I think Van de Ven has a big season, in my opinion. कोनाटे के साथ वीवीडी खेलेगा तो लग जाएंगे. वो मड्रिड के बंगलों का रिसर्च कर रहा है. कोनाटे, I think, in my opinion, will go to Real Madrid next season. I think he'll go for free, right? Casemiro to Ronin is here. Thank you so much, bhai. Hope you like the stream. Hope you have subscribed to the channel. I don't know kitne subscribers ho gaye, but 10 more subscribers to go for 700. Let's go, man. Let's go. Absolutely. 690 subscribers. 10 more to go. Hopefully 700 ho jayega. Casemiro to Al Nassr, United planning to swap Garnacho with Andre Santos. What are your thoughts? Rumors? कहाँ से आए rumors? ये rumors तो मैं कहीं नहीं देख रहा. I heard a news of Al Ittihad working on a deal for Casemiro. If we are able to sell Casemiro in this window, right, it is the one of the best windows, I would say, because you got a price for a player that in his end not in his prime anymore, right? And you're able to use that money to get another pivot midfielder. I'm absolutely fine with it. Now the thing is, are these transfers happening too late? Yes. Do we have backup plans? Maybe, maybe not. I know Angelo Stiller के links आए थे in few days. By the way, I made a video on all the midfield options, guys. आप लोग उसको check करना. 1000 views on YouTube. Exactly all the midfielders I had mentioned in that video, even before they were linked. They are linked right now. Each and everyone is linked right now. So definitely it made sense from a Man United POV. क्या player profile चाहिए, आप लोग उस video को जाके definitely check out कर सकते हो. 1000 views over on YouTube, guys. Do check it out. But I don't believe in this rumor unless something really credible comes up. But definitely something is brewing up in terms of the Casemiro sell to Saudi. What do you think makes the contention for this UCL? For top five, it has been very clear for me. Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, and Spurs. These are making the Champions League this season. These five are making the Champions League this season. Bernardo Silva was class till 2024. Yes, I think one of the prime reasons was the Euros as well. He had a long season, then did not get any rest for the Euros, and then had to play again a long season. So I think he's gassed out. I think he needs a rest. I think his minutes needs to be managed pretty well, in my opinion. City defense against our forward will be tasty. Man, I'm absolutely, see, if we do well tomorrow against Fulham. By the way, tomorrow there's a watch along. Again, a reminder for you guys. High on football and Dhruv views are gonna come in the channel, so we'll have a fun watch along. But City defense against our forward will tasty. Absolutely. The way we performed against Arsenal, if we just converted those chances, and I want to see that conversion in the Fulham game. If we score 2 or 3 goals in the Fulham game, right, it's gonna do us a massive, big confidence boost to go into the City game. Then we'll be absolutely confident that yes, against the City's defense, we can actually go and score. So that's what I'm looking forward, man. Guardiola and Stones would be a beauty. Yeah, that would be a good balance, but it all depends if Guardiola makes less mistakes, in my opinion. Right? Where will Kwanda play, bro? Who's coming next season, and who's also got a higher ceiling, Esteva or Kwanda? Oh, you're talking from a Chelsea POV, right? Kwenda will definitely play in that right wing back role, or if he goes with that back five, right? Or I think mostly on the right wing. We have to understand that Kwenda primarily was a right wing, but was transitioned into right wing back in their Amorim system back in the days, right? So I think that's what's going to be the role. I think there's going to be a lot of switch between Esteva. By the way, fantastic game yesterday. Very, very good game by Esteva Willian. I think Chelsea are preparing themselves for a long, long season, right? For 4 competitions, right? So from a ceiling POV, Esteva Willian भाई जब जो मैंने देखा है अभी तक, but I want to see Kwenda playing in the Premier League and then judge. जब तक वो Premier League में नहीं खेलेगा, I cannot judge. Romero might be the best centre back in terms of potential. Absolutely yes, but can he produce that consistency? That's my whole problem, right? That's my whole issue. From a consistency POV, I am a little bit worried on that front, right? Bournemouth can also rip apart the City defense. Man United also give, yeah, absolutely, bhai. Bournemouth did na last season. At home they did. Now they don't have Zabani and Hoyson, right? Now that's a problem for them. Defensively, they might not look that great. But with Semenyo, I think Semenyo slowly is making his name for himself slowly. And what a game he had against Liverpool, by the way. Bournemouth can be very dangerous on a transition. Evan Nilsson is again very, very good player in a hold up and from movement POV. Evan Nilsson's movement is very, very good, right? So Bournemouth is a dangerous team in my opinion still, and Iraola is gonna still churn out good performances even if after missing some of the prime players, in my opinion. I would love to have Van de Ven over Fofana in Chelsea any day, भाई. मैं कितनी बार बोला हूँ Chelsea के लिए. I've said this hundreds and thousands of times for Chelsea that you need a centre back from the start of the season. Now Colwill injured one, now you all realize that you need a centre back, right? Slowly I'm taking all chats. सारा chats लेंगे guys. Solo stream है. आराम से सारा chats ले सकते हैं. But I'll ask a question. After few chats, I'm gonna talk about the Man United transfer window. We'll rate each transfer window and आप लोग भी उसका rating देना. How much you rate the transfer window exactly. So we'll talk about that. And then we'll take a look at the Arsenal game. I think Arsenal game is going to start in the next 25 minutes. So उससे पहले we'll definitely finish that. Man United can sure shot pass 2 at least against City. Yes. Definitely. If only they are effective and clinical. In the past 2 games, VDV has played better than Romero. Surprising for, I'm not surprised by. I rate VDV more better than Romero. VDV potential ceiling wise is very, very high. If that guy is fit, I rate him more than Lisandro Martinez at Man United. That's what I rate. That's what I rate. Abhijit is here. Thank you so much. If it's not good money, I don't think so. It's worth losing Cassie around 50 million. I'll be moved. Yeah, man. See, when it's Saudi, it needs to be good money. अगर वो Saudi भी ऐसे 20-30 million का चिंदी पैसा देगा तो I'm not gonna sell them. Rather, I will use Casemiro till the end of the season with his experience, right? Stiller is more of a Bruno replacement than for Baliba. Stiller is again a very deep lying playmaker, right? Athleticism उतना नहीं है. If you want control in some games, then Stiller plays in the pivot. If you want more dynamism, then you might go for a Baliba and a Ugarte option there, right? Bruno replacement will need to be a very good box-to-box midfielder at Man United if you're going with this formation, and maybe potentially a 10 backup. That's why I'm looking at Jared Bowen as an option. Very, very underutilized, very, underrated because he plays in West Ham. And I want him back at United, in my opinion, right? That's what I want. I know the most jealous a team can get from Barca is Pedri, beauty at its peak. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Metal is in the chat. Thank you so much, bhai. Are we gonna sign a midfielder before this window? And I don't think so, bhai. I don't think so. That's been my issue. We are working on so many deals at the same time, but not able to nail a midfielder, which was our priority from last season. मेरे को ये नहीं समझ में आया. That's the whole thing. I know we had to fix our attack, but we never fixed our midfield, and that was one of the major points that we had to do, but we did not, and that worries me. That's why I have in my thumbnail I have mentioned it's a 6 out of 10 transfer window for this exact same reason, because we are not able to sell the bomb squad. We did not fix the midfield, and that's been my biggest issue in my opinion. But no way Spurs let go Van der Ven. Spurs, I don't think so. They will leave him. Even if they do, they're not gonna sell him for cheap, bhai. They're not gonna sell him for cheap. Spurs is biggest loser in this window. Oh man, average foodie, thank you for joining the stream. Hope you have liked the stream as well. Stream like kar do guys. If people have not liked the stream, I don't know kitne likes हो गए. 23 likes हो गए guys. 30 आज होना 30 likes तो हो जाने चाहिए definitely. Um, if they actually get Savinho and one more player, they might actually have a decent window, right? Because they have Kudus right now and Richarlison. In my opinion, Richarlison this season looks like a new signing for Spurs right now because of the injury issues he had. Right? If you think about it, Richarlison is kind of like a new signing for them, right? An absolute new player, a player whose confidence was gone and now was injured and now is completely back in full fitness and firing all cylinders. So right, मैं तो Richarlison को एक नया signing के हिसाब से देखता हूँ, new fresh breath of fresh air. But yeah, man, had they got Morgan Gibbs White and Eze both, man, top four. If they would have got those two players, now मैं गारंटी से बोल सकता हूँ कि Spurs would have finished in the fourth place minimum. These two players are absolutely insanely fantastic, भाई, right? भाई कब है सिटी के साथ यूनाइटेड गेम? सिटी के साथ यूनाइटेड का गेम मैं बताता हूँ तुम लोग को अभी अभी इसी को बताता हूँ. मेरे पास है हाँ मेरे पास है ये मेरे पास ये स्टैट पड़े हुए हैं. ये है मैन यूनाइटेड के फिक्सचर्स, ठीक है? ये है मैन यूनाइटेड के फिक्सचर्स सिटी के साथ. वी आर प्लेइंग आफ्टर द इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक. दैट वरीज मी यार. एक तो मोमेंटम मिलता है, फिर एक इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक आ जाता है सडनली आउट ऑफ नोवेयर, राइट? दैट्स व्हाट बग्स मी मैन. ये इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक जब आता है ना, आई हेट इट. We usually happens with us that we gain momentum and then suddenly we lose the momentum because of that international break, right? But we are playing City on 13th. उसके ठीक बाद चेल्सी. अगर इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक से कोई इंजरी नहीं हुई, right? And if we do decent, right? Our players do decent, and we still continue. We have a good finish against Burnley at home. Then we are looking at. I'll be very confident that we can go and actually win it at Etihad. Keep going, Ash, at Discon right now. I'll continue from absolutely. Shania, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you always joining. Yeah, man, absolutely. I'll keep going, bhai. I'll keep going. 700 hoke rahega this week, hopefully, and then 1000 soon will reach. Very new channel, very fresh channel. People who are watching new, definitely like, share, and subscribe the channel. Rumors that Saudi is willing to pay 70, 80. What? 70, 80 for Martinelli? नहीं यार. नहीं, actually it makes sense ना. From a Saudi POV it makes sense. अगर Martinelli आज आर्सेनल बेचती है, right? Martinelli will go for max 50, 60 में जाएगा आराम से. So if Saudi is willing to pay 70, 80, why not, भाई? Why not? I don't think so. VDV is that good for his pace saves. His pace helps him in tracking back. But today, if you saw his performance, very good. But one tackle was susceptible. I think the VR also missed it. I think he stamped on the foot of Oscar Bob. I think they missed it. वो penalty था, पता है? Do you think a midfielder can get as you can get as the best profile is De Jong? No, De Jong made sense in my opinion when we had Eric Ten Hag. Now in this pivot, it's Amorim's pivot. De Jong won't make sense, in my opinion. We need more that player which is on the 23 to 26 wale age frame, which is more athletic. That's the midfielder we might need. So that's why we might have to go for Baliba. And I get your point. Maybe De Jong, not De Jong, but definitely another option would definitely be Wharton in my opinion. Savinho की जगह सेमेन्यो को लाना चाहिए था स्पर्स को. थॉमस फ्रैंक को लंबे तगड़े बंदे पसंद हैं. Yeah, that's a fair take, bhai. That's an absolutely fair take. Sanjay Ramotar is here. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you have liked the stream. Hope you have subscribed to the channel as well. Hope you joined the Discord server as well. Greetings from Zira. Okay. Thank you so much, bhai. Thank you so much for joining. What do you think about Man United's transfer window? I'm just showing the first 6 fixtures of Man United right now because the question was there in terms of the fixtures as well. But we're talking about the Man United transfer window, right? So uspe we will definitely talk about that. What do you think is the ideal transfer window? How much would you rate the transfer window of Man United? And आप chats में डालो if you want to rate the transfer window of Man United till now, what would be your rating? And then we'll talk about it, and I'll give you why I've put it at 6 out of 10 window. There are reasons I have mentioned. The reasons I want to mention as well why I want to keep that rating as well. To be honest, I would have loved Thomas Frank at United. What a manager. Need your opinion regarding this. I'm not an Amorim out, by the way. Glad you mentioned this. So, Thomas Frank is a top manager. Not, and people tell him that he has not performed for a bigger club. He is now. Spurs is a huge club in England. People don't know, Spurs is a massive club in England, right? One of the top, well-run, most profitable clubs in English Premier League is Tottenham Hotspurs. So he made that step up. And what was the foundation of that step up? Was first of all taking Brentford to the Premier League, sustaining them, not only sustaining them, producing fantastic performances against the top teams like Chelsea, United, City. Name any team Brentford has not beaten, they have beaten. Thomas Frank also made sure, who knew Rico Henry, who knew Mbeumo, who knew Ivan Toney, right? These guys performed under Thomas Frank because of a certain philosophy that he knows the profile of the players he has and actually tweaks his philosophy accordingly. So that's my POV on Thomas Frank. That, like, even Eddie Howe, the growth Eddie Howe had from Bournemouth, sustaining them in the Premier League, then going to Newcastle and playing Champions League football, that's called growth, bhai. That's called elite. I put Eddie Howe, Thomas Frank, Emery in the elite categories of managers in the current lot. Not world class, but very elite. Very, very elite, right? So Thomas Frank would have been a great manager for United from a culture POV as well. Very good manager, very well respected in the footballing space as well. But Amorim is the right man for Man United, in my opinion, and I've said this long time before as well, right? We need to trust Amorim. He has proven track record. He'll definitely do well. But Thomas Frank was also not a bad option, right? I'll give it to. But thanks for this. Thanks for this question. Great question, by the way. आप ऐसे अच्छा questions पूछो. Definitely we'll talk about it, भाई. Don't talk about international break like most of the time. It never an occurrence that an injury does not happen to our players, man. Absolutely. Any club, these international breaks are the most nervous period for any manager and also for fans. Man United have suffered a lot in the past as before as well. That we gain injuries that we should not be happening. That are not supposed to happen, and it derails the season. It derails the momentum. ना 3 गेम के बाद ही इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक, एटलीस्ट 5 पहले पहले क्या होता था, 5 गेम्स एटलीस्ट होते थे, उसके बाद इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक होता था एक, राइट? एंड देन यूज्ड टू बी चैंपियंस लीग वीकेंड. बट नो, 3 वीक में ही हो रहा है. So that's why I don't like this, man. I would want my club to spend upwards of 70 million if needed to get VDV if he stays fit the entire season. Absolutely. Absolutely. मैंने एक स्पर्स वाला किया था स्ट्रीम, उस पे मैंने I had actually shown the reasons why Spurs were so inconsistent. Bissouma, Van der Ven, Bentancur, Romero almost missed close to 25 games that season on the past 2 seasons, even more, right? And that's one of the prime reasons why Spurs struggled in that period, because Spurs उसके ठीक सीजन एक सीजन पहले 5th आया था, right? आर्सेनल का भी तो लाइनअप आउट हो गया होगा, राइट? मैं देखता हूँ ना आर्सेनल लाइनअप केवल आर्सेनल का लाइनअप देखते हैं आज. Let's look at the Arsenal lineup as well. क्योंकि Arsenal game is going to start in 30 minutes as well. Thank you so much for everyone for joining the stream. Burnley 2-0 हराया Sunderland को. Brentford, man, damn. Let's go, भाई. By the way, Barca wanting to sell Casado. Why does Barcelona want to sell Casado, man? Right now, they don't have the midfield backup right now, in my opinion. They need more midfielders for a long season, right? I know they have. I know why they're doing it. They have Gavi. Gavi is also coming back, right? Gavi hai, De Jong hai. They have Pedri. But maybe they're looking to integrate Bernal more in the squad, right? So yeah, man. Eze announced. कहाँ पे? At Emirates. Is Eze announced at Emirates? Wow, bro. Wow, 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 wow. But what a signing by Arsenal, man. What an absolute goat signing by Arsenal. Really, really, really good signing, in my opinion. Right? And I made a video about this, guys. Aap log definitely go and check it out if you have not. Ash by funny, isn't it? Carlo didn't call Vinny and Militao. You can't take Madrid out of him. You cannot, bhai. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. Bro, don't you think Amorim is a three at the back, Pochettino in terms of build up? Okay. I'll explain how Amorim back three works. Is Amorim back three is comprising of three center backs, one center back protecting the middle along with your CDM that drops deep. ये in possession बोल रहा हूँ. In possession, those two center backs, if they have the ball, either of them actually they go up. When they go up, they form that triangle between the tens, the wing backs, and between them. Right. Once they do that, what they do that by actually going up top is they draw the midfield to them. Now this is where it gets interesting. This is where if he makes that pass and breaks the lines, you have massive space to work on and run. So basically, once you have brought the opposition on your half, you have created that space. That's why we need good athletic, press resistant midfielders who can break the lines, who can make turns. And even the same goes for the wing backs as well. Ahmad definitely does good turns, but is he physical enough? And that's what it is. So the build-up is kind of an artificial counter-attack situation that he creates. That's what Amorim football is about. Slowly he will keep on passing, but then suddenly there's a transition that happens because they try to break the line. That's how they operate. That's why a lot of the sporting goals, if you see, there's so much space around those goals on those attacks. And that's all testament to the build-up play that happens on the back. And that's why the pivot is very important for Amorim system, right? As they announced, absolutely. Also didn't called up Rodrigo. नहीं बुलाया भाई. नहीं बुलाया. लेट्स लुक एट द आर्सेनल लाइनअप भाई. आर्सेनल लाइनअप देखते हैं. मैं एक बार स्क्रीन शेयर करता हूँ, राइट. I'll quickly go to the lineup. I'll share my screen. Lineup पे मैं देख लेते हैं. I'm excited to see Arsenal's match as well. I'll watch it while I'm right. Right. यहाँ पे देखते हैं Arsenal का lineup. I hope everyone is able to see my screen. ठीक है. Screen सबको दिख रही है तो मेरे को बताओ. मैं थोड़ा zoom भी कर सकता हूँ इसको. I'll zoom it a bit as well. Right. तो आप लोग अगर दिख रही है तो let me know. But the midfielders are too far from each other. They need to cover so much ground. That's what the athleticism is required for the Amarim's pivot to work, right? And do watch my video on Sesko, Cunha, and Mbeumo. I have explained that very clearly. In possession, Man United drops into a back three with Ugarte in the middle. It's like a 3-4. It's like a 3-4-3 and like a 3-4-1-2 kind of situation, right? So those situations United usually plays in, right? In possession, right? Um, like a 3-2-2-2 as well sometimes, just to have more overloads in the midfield. That's why those triangles need to form between them. It's very very important there, right? So, but definitely let's take a look at the. Bhai, who's starting? Look who's starting, guys. Madueke. Martinelli dropped, and this is absolutely legit. Good call, very very good call there by Arteta to actually drop Martinelli. He had an absolute stinker. He has been absolutely having some stinkers. It's good that he started Madueke because of the football that Leeds play, right? Like look at Nonto and James. They had a fantastic championship season. And the way Leeds play, I think Madueke on transition will be absolutely fantastic. Right? United back three system is built for counter. I will very different from Alonso. Ruben need good playing ball center backs and midfield to function. Absolutely. Absolutely legit. United's back three system is built for counter. This is exactly a legit comment. Right now at this point. अगर हम लोग के पास एक बैलेंस नहीं है ना between an athletic and a good ball playing midfielder, we might not have that control. This is what and this is what Xabi Alonso is doing with Arda Güler. He's turning him to a cam into that LCM role alongside Chouameni, right? So it's very interesting there to see. But looking at the Arsenal lineup, right? It's a no brainer. But I think I'm happy to see Timber back. I think he deserves a start more than White. Timber was absolutely fantastic last season, so I would definitely give it to Timber for starting this game. Very very good lineup, strong lineup. um, बेंच में कौन कौन है देखते हैं, थोड़ा बेंच देखते हैं. कोई इंजरी है क्या? बेन वाइट इज इंजर्ड, डाउटफुल. Norgard is out, knock for few days, right? Jesus is out, crucial ligament injury. Havertz is out, knee injury. Max Dauman is in the squad. Bhai, this is fantastic. Ethan Nwaneri is also there. Leandro Trossard is also there. So, but also let's look at the lineup for Leeds as well. Tanaka, I know, is a very good player. James, I know, is a fantastic runner. They can actually hit them on the counter attack, and Nyonto has Premier League experience. So, in short, a very decent lineup in my opinion for Arsenal. I think I don't know how much you want to predict. I am predicting Arsenal to win this comfortably, man. 2-0, 3-0 easily. But let's come to Man United's transfer market. So why I have this issue? Like, let's talk Rasmus Højlund, right? Now with the Rasmus Højlund situation, I know Napoli is closing on in a deal with him. There's good talks happening. Now it all depends what kind of deal is Napoli going to pursue for. Now, if Napoli is going to buy Højlund from us completely, absolutely yes. But if Højlund is going to come here and absolutely like go for a loan and then would expect that he would come to United and again do well, I won't mind that, but that performance needs to be good. Will United take another chance with a loan deal and then again struggling to struggling to exactly sell Højlund? That's where I'm a bit surprised. That's why I'm rating this transfer window 6 out of 10. Right? There's a reason behind it. Mbeumo 20 goals, 8 assists, fantastic signing. Cunha 15 goals, 6 assists, fantastic signing. Benjamin Sesko, the most well regarded scouting networks, may a very good striker for the future project. Fantastic. What about the others, bhai? The goalkeeper and the midfielder situation is still unresolved. I know we are in talks with Senne Lammens, but it's not confirmed yet. Right? We are in talks. We are not able to sell the bomb squad. Rashford went out on loan, and not only loan, a very small amount of obligation to buy of 35 million or option to buy of 35 million. That's very low for Rashford, right? United should have gotten Palinia. ये hindsight hai, Prathamesh. I don't think so. Palinia works in this pivot. I think Palinia works in a three midfield. Three midfield mein it works, bhai. Arsenal winning 3-1. One. I don't see even Arsenal conceding this game, bhai. Right? The defense is very good. I'm going for a 2-0 win for Arsenal. I think their attack still lacks that cohesiveness, But one such cons of playing this way can be players getting more injured usual due to the workload. Uh, so it all depends. If Amorim has the right players with him to play this formation, Sporting में उसकी ज़्यादा injury नहीं हुई, but obviously it's Premier League we're talking about. It's the gladiator pit of world football. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ. You perform in other leagues, but when it comes to Premier League, you need to step up your fitness and your intensity as well. So वो intensity के वजह से you can get some injuries as well. That's why I always said we don't need a playing 11. I need a squad of 18 players that fits, each of them fits their own role. That's why and let me know what you think, right? And this is where I sometimes feel that Mason Mount is kind of a liability for us. Right? Yes, he's good. He can be good, but at that wage and at that shirt number he's wearing, I would rather sell him and get a Morgan Rogers next season, because Morgan Rogers is going to fit in that 10 role easily, right? That's what I would go for. I have a gut feeling that we'll do something crazy next week regarding the midfielder. I'm still saying that, you know what? Baliba one is still on, bhai. If we are able to sell Casemiro to Saudi, na, Baliba is on, man. I'm not even kidding. They will go. They will go for Baliba. Remember Ornstein had broken the news that Ugarte was not for sale and that deal is not happening. And then in 2 weeks, United signed him. So I'll still keep my hopes up. I'll never say never till the end of the transfer window. But I would rate this transfer window 6 out of 10 for United, because we could not sell our 4 bomb squads, and also we did not fix our midfield and goalkeeper. But it's a good thing that we fixed our goal scoring issues. A trio that's coming off 55 goals last season. So definitely उससे even 35 goals भी अगर हम लोग ले आते हैं, we are talking easily about a 70 goal, 75 goal season, which is fine in my opinion. If we score 75 goals per season, I think this season we might actually finish in the top 6 maybe, or maybe in the top 8. आज रोनाल्डो हार गया आज भाई. ओके, व्हाट वाज द स्कोर लाइन भाई? डू लेट मी नो, आई डिडंट चेक दैट मैच. ब्रो 22 एटलीस्ट, हर पोजीशन एक बैकअप होना चाहिए. या मैन, एब्सोल्युटली, इवन मोर द मेरियर, मोर द मेरियर, राइट? But at least this season, right? At least this season, I want, since we are not playing European competitions, at least we are playing once per week. I need a I need a decent size squad that can actually gel between each other and have enough game time. For a long season, yes, we need even more players. But 18 involved players. I know squad to hai apne paas 20 players ke paas. But what I need is a squad of 18 players that actually had good substantial amount of minutes. That's what I exactly want from this United squad. Like to gel well, to have that chemistry between them, right? Yeah man, absolutely. पेनल्टी पे 90th मिनट तक 2-1 अल्लाह सर था. ओके ओके ओके. कल लाला भाई को बुलाना प्लीज. होपफुली कल ऑलरेडी मेरे चैनल पे गेस्ट हैं, तो लाला को दूसरे स्ट्रीम पे बुलाएंगे. विल डू अ लिवरपूल वॉच अलोंग और न्यू मैन यूनाइटेड चैनल, मैन यूनाइटेड वॉच अलोंग. उस पर डेफिनेटली आई कॉल हिम. ही सेड इन स्ट्रीम, इफ यू कॉल ही विल कम. या लाला कभी भी, सी, लाला इज ऑलवेज वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम भाई. इट्स अ नो ब्रेनर भाई. मिस्टेक, इट्स एन एब्सोल्यूट नो ब्रेनर. लाला ऑन माय स्ट्रीम इज ऑलवेज वेलकम. कल लेकिन आई ऑलरेडी हैव 2 गेस्ट ना, तो लाला को आई कॉल नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम पे, नेक्स्ट वॉच अलोंग पे डेफिनेटली आई कॉल, राइट? बिकॉज लाला एंड मी एंड केवी हैड लॉट ऑफ फन भाई. लाला, मी एंड केवी हैड लॉट ऑफ फन इन दैट मैन यूनाइटेड आर्सेनल वॉच अलोंग. इट वाज एब्सोल्यूट फन भाई. मजे आ गए उस दिन. लाला इज ब्रदर भाई. वो तो हमेशा विल ऑलवेज stream together and support each other. Absolutely, it's a given. It's a no brainer in my opinion. Brighton, but कल का stream I have already like 2 YouTube channels on my guest, तो मैं I'll stream कल उनके साथ plan है, but it's a long season भाई. I hope लिवरपूल का watch along एक करेंगे लाला के channel पे, definitely. Brighton, don't sell this late in the window even for 150 million. No, मेरे को लग नहीं रहा है भाई. थोड़ा सा मुश्किल लग रहा है, but I always say if you put the right price, 150 million to nahi for Baliba. I think if they get 100 million for Baliba, they might actually be tempted to sell him. I knew you through Lala bhai. Absolutely fantastic bhai. Thank you so much bhai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah man, absolutely. I did a lot of collabs recently, so काफी सारे लोग वहीं से आए. So obviously within 3 months we have grown a family of 680 subscribers. Videos भी काफी अच्छी कर रही हैं. Almost equal to the amount of the views are equal to the amount of subscribers I have, and some are even reaching even bigger heights. Those videos, आप लोग जाके definitely मेरा videos check out करिए. It has a lot of details, analysis, editing, and production quality. आप लोग definitely, I'm doing the best for my subscribers. आप लोग definitely you will get a lot of value from my content as well, and also content from other channels as well. Definitely, आप लोग definitely check out कर सकते हैं. इजैक डार्बी देखो लाला के साथ, डेफिनेटली. मंडे है ना वो, मंडे को अगर मेरा शाम को ऑफिस मेरा फ्री रहा ना, मेरा संडे को और मंडे को ऑफिस फ्री रहा, तो व्हाई नॉट भाई. डेफिनेटली डेफिनेटली I'll ping him. Hi buddy, Baliba feels like the one for next season. Yes, Agume or Steele don't seem likely. I agree. A loan for Bissouma, especially after his fallout with Thomas Frank, could be a smartest player. फिट नहीं रहता ना चिकू. He does not stay fit. मेरे हमेशा एक प्रॉब्लम रही है with players is around the fitness. If those players don't stay fit ना, तो मेरा दिक्कत है उसमें, राइट? बट you remember Bissouma was actually linked to United. उस टाइम पे Bissouma was the top guy coming from Brighton, right? And he was producing some fantastic performances of Brighton. Brighton definitely provides a lot of value, man. In terms of the Premier League market, भाई. Consistency चाहिए ऐश भाई. Channel grows fast. Absolutely, I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. Videos डाल रहा हूँ midweek में, और रात भर बैठ के उस दिन एडिट किया था, तो तबीयत खराब हो गई थी. बट डेफिनेटली आई ब्रिंग मोर बैलेंस. वीकेंड पे आई एम एबल टू स्ट्रीम. दैट्स व्हाई सैटरडे को डबल हेडर कर पाता हूँ. संडे को वॉच अलोंग है. कल इट्स अ मेगा वॉच अलोंग, राइट? सो डू डेफिनेटली जॉइन. वीकेंड पे प्लेथोरा ऑफ स्ट्रीम्स. वीकडे पे अगर मेरी ऑफिस की ब्रेक्स रहती है एंड आई डोंट हैव एनी मीटिंग्स एंड स्टफ, मैं आ जाऊंगा लाइव भाई. बट काम भी रहता है भाई, ऑफिस आई कांट सैक्रिफाइस माई ऑफिस एज वेल, बट कभी कभी इंडिया आऊंगा तो इट इट बिकम्स मच इजियर फॉर मी टू स्ट्रीम, तो जो होने वाला है सून. सो love your content bhai, thank you so much, keep absolutely bhai, thank you so much, absolutely, I'll keep going, never gonna stop bhai. And look who is here bhai, look who's here, Darshan bhai is here, thank you so much Keshav. I'm good, I'm good. I was not doing well, my health was not that good. एक दो दिन पहले I was very tired and um, absolutely cooked भाई. एक तो जॉब वॉब के साथ मैनेज करके स्ट्रीम भी मैनेज करो, वीडियो एडिट करो, इट टुक अ लॉट ऑफ टोल ऑन मी फॉर लास्ट वीक, सो टुक अ ब्रेक. आज भी आफ्टर द स्ट्रीम I'm gonna chill with a nice beer and just watch Arsenal का game. um, वो भी hit along होगा आज का. So आज का rivals watch along was successful, दर्शन भाई. that that rivals watch along was absolutely successful भाई. I loved what Spurs did भाई. City loss से अच्छा फील हो रहा है absolutely भाई. Rivals अगर lose करे, मंडे लिवरपूल खेल रही है ना दर्शन भाई. मंडे लिवरपूल खेल रही है, and that's going to be a massive game भाई. That's going to be a big game with everything that's going on with Isak bhai. It's a massive, massive, and that's too away at Newcastle. Away Newcastle will always be tough bhai. But I think Liverpool from an attacking POV. And मेरा prediction है इसमें दर्शन भाई, I think Florian Wirtz will have a big game in that Liverpool, in that Newcastle game. Mark my words. Florian Wirtz उसी दिन दिखाएगा आपको कि what he's built of. I have high hopes from Florian Wirtz this season. Really, really excited for that. Bro, where are you from in India? I am from Odisha. I'm an Odia guy, but my home, my parents live in, my home is in Bangalore. So my India jab aata hu, I come to Bangalore and sometimes visit my native place as well. But Canada mein it's been already 6 years for me. So yeah, man. Midfielder is still a doubt this season. Only 7 days to go. Nah, exactly. I'm not expecting any more signings, Yugadi. In my opinion, I think I'm gonna be patient around this. I want at least the goalkeeper signing to happen soon. At least let's lock in Senne Lammens quickly. Get a goalkeeper in. Either sell Bayindir or Onana this window and just call it a day, and then look something for January. Unless that Indy Kalia news is absolutely true, that Al Ittihad is working on a Casemiro deal. If we sell Casemiro, right, this window, then we are on for a midfielder. Then Agume, Hackney, Stiller. Let me we are talking about those signings. Bhai. Hell in a cell match. Absolutely hell in a cell. Bhai. Complete hell in a cell. You know, 2 हफ्ते पहले मेरे सिटी पे स्मैकडाउन हुआ था. WWE स्मैकडाउन. Like Bell Center is like meters away from my home. वहां पे WWE स्मैकडाउन हुआ था. And it was noisy as hell, bhai. It was fun, bhai. It was fun. His fitness has definitely been a concern, but someone like Amadou Onana, through probably tough to get on loan, would be an ideal strong presence in the midfield. You need a CDM. Absolutely, we need a CDM badly. मैं कितनी बार बोल चुका हूँ चीकू, since the start of my channel जब से शुरू हुआ तब से मैं कर रहा हूँ, right? 3 महीने से मैं यही रट्टा लगा रहा हूँ भाई, मिडफील्ड चाहिए. And that's why I rate this transfer window 6 out of 10, because you knew you had issues in the midfield. You did not try to solve them. Because see, Cunha, Mbeumo, Sesko deal was anyways going to happen because you were prioritizing them. But you also had to prioritize a midfielder, right? Nahi kiya. And I think not being able to sell some of the players was also one of the big reasons, right? We need to keep an eye on Brighton's targets, bro. They always get those type of players. Their scouting is the best in the Premier League. The best scouting networks in the Premier League by a country mile. Absolute country mile. Let me guess, you are in tech field. Yes. I'm in tech. I'm in tech. Absolutely. I do a lot of things. Bhai. I'm in tech. I do fashion photography. I'm doing YouTube. I also Bangalore. I used to have a band. I'm a musician as well. So वो chill stream पे बात करेंगे. When we do a chill stream ना, we'll get to know each other उस दिन. ठीक है ना? 1000 सब्सक्राइबर पे अगेन मैसिव गिव अवे होगा. तुम्हारी सबसे पसंदीदा जर्सी. तो अगर आप लोगों को गिव अवे पे पार्टिसिपेट करना है, do join the Discord server. And 1000 subscribers पे I'll do a giveaway. Xenotron is here. Thank you so much, bhai. Hi. I hope you're doing well. I'm also Odia guy. Let's go, bhai. Let's go. Odia fam is here, bhai. Odia fam is here. Let's go, man. Absolutely. तो बैंगलोर आएंगे तो पक्का definitely do let me know, भाई. When I next time come back to Bangalore. Oh, I didn't know from. अरे क्या बात है. Let's go, bhai. I have so many folks from Odisha actually joining the chat. One of my mods is actually in uh, uh, is actually from Odisha as well. So, भाई, a lot of people are there. Like मेरे close circle में काफी लोग हैं and in my server. So आप लोग definitely server join करिए. A lot of folks there. Thank you so much, bhai. Indy is not reliable when it comes to United, and Fab and Laurie haven't posted. Exactly, exactly. That's where I'm. He's very reliable for Liverpool, but I mean, he broke the Baliba news, so I'll give it to him, bhai. He broke the Baliba news, so I'll give it to them. I'll definitely do that, right? Arey, look who's here. Did someone say massive? Yes, I always say massive. Massive? Only time will tell? Absolutely. ये मेरे तीन favorite words. When I eat fish curry, I'm an Odia too. Let's go, bhai. Let's go. Let's go. So Arsenal game is going to start in 2 minutes. I know people might be doing watch alongs. कर रहे हैं क्या watch alongs कोई लोग? मैं सोच रहा था आज करूं, but नहीं यार, आज मूड नहीं. I'm going to take a rest. I'm going to take a chill pill. Thanks everyone who joined the stream as well. मैं जाके आराम से I'll open up a nice beer. ठीक है? And I'll go chill on the couch and watch the Arsenal game. ठीक है? And definitely, bhai, thanks everyone who joined the stream. I wanted to just have a quick chat with every one of you. Kal, by the way, tomorrow, it's gonna be a mega watch along. Man United versus Fulham. High on football and Dhruv views are coming onto the channel, so we'll have a lot of fun. Um, and hopefully everyone joins us tomorrow. It's gonna be a big game for United, and I'm absolutely excited to see Mathues Cunha, Mbeumo, and Sesko performing the best. And I want some goals. If we score goals tomorrow and against Burnley, I have absolutely no doubts that we're gonna win against Chelsea. But transfer window, I'm still worried, man. I'm that's why I have rated this as a 6 out of 10 window, because of the fact that we are also looking to sell Rasmus Højlund, but उसका कोई replacement हम लोग नहीं ला पाए. Now imagine we sell Højlund right now. We only have Sesko as a designated striker and maybe Zirkzee to a certain extent, but Zirkzee not a striker. Zirkzee is a 10 backup. So this is where I'm worried about. If we sign Lammens, what's going to happen with the goalkeeper situation? Will we sell Onana? Will we sell Bayindir? It's very unpredictable right now. So I just wanted to have a quick chat with every one of you. Thanks for everyone who joined. Thanks for everyone who pinned in, chimed in with your comments. I really appreciate. Tomorrow, लेकिन आप लोग सब watch along पे जरूर आना. It's a big watch along for the channel. Tomorrow we are streaming at 8 p.m. It's going to be a 3 hour, 3.5 hour का mega watch along. तो आप आते आते रहना match में. We'll have a lot of fun in that game. Thank you so much for watching, bhai. Really appreciate. This was a quick stream I wanted to do before the Arsenal game, and now I'm going to watch the Arsenal game and do a rival watch. But today's morning's rival watch was very successful. Thank you so much for joining. Bye, everyone.